Yasu Malagedo. Oh, Bell. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, Part 42.
I'm Ryan, and I'm a 26-year-old guy, but this happened a few years ago when I was 25. I had been using online dating apps for about 6 months at the time. Like most people, I was skeptical at first. My biggest fear was that I would go to meet a girl, and it would end up being some group of guys playing a prank. So my biggest fear was humiliation. This story, however, is not about humiliation. What happened to me was much worse. I matched with a girl named Katie on the dating app Bumble. She was my age with blonde hair and a few tattoos, which was just my type. After we sent a few messages back and forth, I asked her to meet in real life. She agreed and I sent her my number. Normally, I like to take our communication off the app as soon as possible, since it feels a little more personal when you have a person's number. However, she didn't text me and continued using Bumble's Messenger. I figured she just wanted to make sure I was real before giving out any personal information. I respected that and didn't push the issue. You can't be too careful. Katie suggested that we meet at a small bar in the downtown area. It was walking distance from my apartment, so it was perfect for me. I set out on foot and arrived about 10 minutes early. When I got to the bar, I noticed that it was closed. It was a Tuesday evening, so not exactly the busiest time for bars. I opened the app and sent Katie a message saying that I was there and that the bar was closed. She replied and suggested another place down the street from this one. She also told me that there was a shortcut through a park. I agreed to go to the other place and started walking. While I made my way down the sidewalk, I checked my messages to see if there was any update from Katie. I had a message from her saying that she was there waiting and that I should hurry and cut through the park. I agreed and started walking faster. It was 8 p.m. and the sun was down, so when I got to the park, it was almost pitch dark. The small path going through was unlit. Therefore, I didn't really feel comfortable walking through there. Instead, I started jogging on the sidewalk so I wouldn't leave my date waiting more than I needed to. When I made it to the bar, I was exhausted from running. I stood outside for a minute on the sidewalk before going in so I could cool down and catch my breath. I took this time to check my messages again, but when I looked at Bumble, I was shocked to see that Katie had blocked me. I stared at my phone, still breathing heavily. I was confused. Why would she delete me right before our date? Once I was ready, I went into the bar. I figured it was a mistake, so I could just find her, and then we would exchange information if things went well. I went in and walked around the bar for a few minutes, but Katie was nowhere to be found. The place was small, and she definitely was not there. That was when I started to connect the dots. She was leading me into a trap. She had most likely suggested the first place because she knew it would be closed. Then she could lead me into the park, which was on the way to this place. I figured there was some kind of ambush waiting for me. Luckily, when I got there, I knew it didn't feel right, although at the time, I wasn't sure why. She must have deleted me when she realized that the plan had failed. Although I was disappointed and definitely creeped out by this incident, I realized that it could have turned out a lot worse. Whenever you meet people online, always make sure to follow your intuition and don't do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. Although I still believe that most people are good, there are some out there who mean to do you harm.
Damn. Fuck. Listen. There's one guy here, he has a channel on YouTube, Shiny Gold Tales, called 27 True Dating App Horror Stories. Ultra compilation. Now, yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with this guy. You always have to go with your gut instincts, okay? There's lots of scams out there. A lot of people just try to pull the shit online. Some people want to do this In person, yeah, if you have to go through an alleyway to get to your date, it's probably not the best idea, you know. Try to meet in the daytime if you can as well. You know, I get it. A lot of people work during the day, and you know, a lot of people want to meet at night too. And daylight savings time, sometimes it's dark, you know, by 4:45. You know, what are you gonna do? But at the same time, yeah, this guy's got the right idea, and trust your instincts. My God, there's a lot of there's a lot of fucked up people online. And I wanted to play this one specifically because I mean, there's a few on here. Obviously, you know, like the majority of them are, you know, women that have to deal through this shit. But at the same time, I mean, you know, I want people to know that guys got to deal with some stuff too. So obviously, I'm on episode number 42. So yeah, I've you know, experienced some good things, some bad things, mostly bad things. You know, but let's be honest with ourselves. For the most part, if you're going to tell a story, it's got to contain some bad shit, or else it's not interesting, okay? Most people are interested in the Joker and not Batman, all right? Let's just keep it real. But at the same time, I wanted to play that story to just, you know, make some awareness for people, and yeah, just be careful out there. But like I said before, there are a lot of scams out there, okay? Including one, you know, I had to deal with, you know, online, of course, you know, because that seems to be the theme of this podcast. So I was talking to this one girl. I mean, she seemed okay, you know. Oh, there's the next victim now. Avoid the alleyways. Anyways, you never know, guys. It's Toronto. So the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, the one girl I was talking to here, you know, she seemed all right, whatever, you know, good little rapport back and forth, you know, but already she's giving me like kind of an attitude, like, you know, I always like to ask people, like, you know, what are you looking for? And, you know, it's in my profile. And I get it, you know, like you know, you read the profile, sometimes it's, you know, it's good, sometimes it's really fucked up, and holy shit. You know, but it's just a simple question. I mean, you just answer relationship, looking to date somebody, whatever. You're not gonna give me the attitude here. So right off the bat, I know this is just gonna go horribly, and it does. You know, it was cut off pretty quick. Let's just be honest. And you know, I want to find a partner to make a family and have kids. Okay, I mean, again, you know, like can we not go on the first date and, you know, try to figure out shit there? No? Okay. But yeah, you know, again, listen, I'm be guilty of this too. I'm no, you know, innocent person either and all this, you know, but I try to keep it positive, especially in the beginning. I mean, but you can tell right off the bat, some people are just angry at other shit that's happened to them, and I get it. You want to be direct, but, you know, it's a simple question. What are you looking for? That's all. You know, you're not gonna tell me to go for a search on your profile again, and, you know, just relax. Hey, but ain't gay. You know, just chill. That's it. You know, come on, my guy. That's it. Just, you know, come on, my girl. Come on. On today's world, it could be both. The point is, just, you know, it's a simple question. You know, let's don't bring the attitude. That's all. Now, this one girl here, this is an interesting one in the sense that, you know, I always mention scams and stuff, and again, this one really, literally right off the bat, almost, you know, felt like a scam. But again, I'm a man who likes a good story, so, you know, fuck it, doesn't work out. Worst case, it's right on here. So I'm talking to her, and everything seems good, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I'm looking through her pictures, right? And, you know, you can always get an idea of what a picture, you know, says about a person, or like where they're from, or, you know, if they got something to hide. Now, it seems normal. I mean, right now it is, you know, winter. And if you do live in Canada, I mean, you probably will receive a lot of winter pictures from people, you know, for at least, you know, 6 months. It's just the way it is. But at the same time, I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen, right? I mean, like, you would like to think this person, you know, does go out in the spring or summer, you know, or possibly fall. But just too many pictures in the winter. I don't know. Just she's like, taking all these pictures in the woods, and I don't know. Like every time I see, a lot of pictures of the woods, the first thing I think of is like, the opening and a lot of, beginnings to episodes of Unsolved Mysteries. It kind of just gives me a weird vibe. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I talked to her for a little bit. Everything seems all right. We both want the same things, I guess. But I even made a joke saying, like, do you live in the woods? I mean, how come you don't have any pictures just, of you not all bundled up in like 5-layer clothing, And we exchanged numbers, and she sends me a voice note, and she has a very obvious and thick Russian accent, Now, let's be honest. I mean, we all know how things are going in Russia right now. The world doesn't seem to really connect with Russians right now. Me personally, I love Russians, women. It's just something about them. I don't know. They're very focused, goal driven. They're down for whatever. They're cool. They really are. So I don't want to. I personally, I don't. It's kind of a little sidetrack here. I don't like the fact that I think they were banned from the Olympics or whatever, and I don't know. I think the Olympics are one of those things that everybody should come together. Despite what's going on in the world. I mean, that's kind of like the pause button. But I don't know. That's just me. But I don't know. Like I might hate someone just because they're from a different race or whatever. I mean, I don't really care, to be honest. But at the same time, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, she seemed, fine. Again, the pictures, I kept teasing her about that, whatever. But, she was saying she was going camping or something. I mean, first of all, I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucking hate camping. Okay, I can't stand that shit. Someone said before, like we've evolved as a society where we don't have to sleep outside anymore. We can sleep inside. I completely agree. I think camping is complete bullshit. Like I don't want to go outside and take a shit and wipe my ass with poison ivy. It's just, oh, okay, you bring your own toilet paper, you bring your own, or you have porta potties there. I'm like, well, yeah, but is that really camping? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, now all of a sudden I'm living in Toronto's Queen's Park. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, I said it. Fuck off. Toronto's got a problem. But the point is, it's insane. Like, I think it's just fucking stupid. But anyways. Despite these many strikes, I'm still a guy, and keep talking to her. But she keeps asking me like questions, and which I don't have a problem with, But these long voice notes, like long again, I think voice notes should maybe be like a minute or two tops. She's sending me like over 3 minutes, and blah 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 about all this. I'm curious about this. I'm curious about this. I'm very curious about the more. I want to know more curious, Yeah, I'm starting to sound like Borat here, but she keeps mentioning the word curious like over and over again, and she's very focused on marriage and kids, and like again, like ladies and gentlemen, like if you haven't even met the person yet, like why the fuck are you talking about marriage and kids? I mean, let's just go on a date first. How about before I pick up the ring, I fucking I try to remember your name. I my God, it's just too much, and I want this and this and this, and again, if like after you don't like my answers, whatever, because clearly the scam isn't working here, because that's what it felt like. I felt like she's looking for citizenship, looking for money. I don't know. I might end up like the one story in the beginning there, beaten up in an alleyway or whatever. And that's another thing I don't understand. I mean, the guy was running towards the date. I mean, you're going to show up all sweaty on a date, really? I didn't get that one. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the girl saw you from a distance and thought, I don't go with this sweaty fuck. But anyways, I'm just kidding. Who knows? But yeah, guys, deodorant is very important. The point is, something just does not feel right here, and I just didn't want to continue this, and but again, I'm a guy. I'm like, fuck it, let's just see where this goes. And again, I'm curious. Like she mentioned, and then at one point I just mentioned like Curious George, and how's the guy in the yellow hat, and of course she didn't get the reference. But I mean, do they have children's books in Russia, or I don't know? Who knows? But the point is, it's just I don't know. You just felt it. It's like the story I played before. I mean, you just got a bad vibe, and there are a lot of scams online. So again, the accent does not help. I'm not gonna lie to you. And she's very subtly telling me, "Oh, okay, if you're not interested, then good luck to you in the future," and then all this shit, and. And then after I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, And then I'm like, so does this scam ever work? She's like, what do you mean scam? There's no scam here. I'm like, come on, please. Like, the accent doesn't help. You're taking pictures. Looks like Siberia. Like, well, like what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Da, 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 da. Yeah, bullshit. Fuck. And then what's even funnier is like I called the number, and of course she didn't pick up, and there's no voicemail. It's just yeah, so that seemed fishy there. No name, nothing. I'm like, okay, this is a fucking scam for sure. So, oh, and plus she called me handsome. So, that's that was the first red flag right there. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, again, I agree with the guy said before. You gotta, if it feels too good to be true, it probably is. It's a. And it's a shame. I don't know. Like I said before, like the last, I don't know, a few years. I don't know. It's because of COVID and people are just, losing money and shit. And I don't know, they got to go back home to their parents and whatever. Either here or Moscow, whatever. But I mean, it's just, my God, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, again, if it feels like a scam, it probably is. So what are you gonna do? And I even left her a message, saying, like, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, you think, Russians are tough. Italians, we're pretty tough too. I know, despite it saying Malaka podcast, I'm actually half Greek, half Italian. And I quoted the guy from Sopranos there, the maid's husband there, when they were going on a picnic. I said, "Kurva doyo much," which I believe, I think it says like "fuck your whore of a mother" or something like that. So there you go. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, two things. One, if you can learn a second language, go for it. And two, beware of scams. So I talked to, well, actually, no, I didn't talk to this person. I just saw the picture. I don't think we matched, but they only had one picture, I think, and it was a picture of, it's an old black and white picture of Alfred Hitchcock. Now, if you don't know who Alfred Hitchcock is, shame on you. He's made some kick-ass movies, North by Northwest, Rear Window, and of course the classic The Birds, where a bunch of birds that just attack people. I heard they were going to remake that years ago with George Clooney. That never happened. I don't know. We're still trying to, get over him as Batman. I'm just kidding. Hey, George is cool. Don't worry about it. What's that one movie, The American? That was a good one. But the point is that this is the only picture she has. Unless it actually is Alfred Hitchcock, he, rose from the dead, whatever. It's not even that flattering of a pic. Well, then again, it is Alfred Hitchcock. It's just a picture of Alfred Hitchcock holding a pitchfork. I don't know, maybe he was a farmer for a while. Looking for friendship to start, nothing physical. Well, not when you're holding that. Turning into a potential relationship with Christian men. Oh, the irony. Living in the GTA or KW, whatever the fuck that is, and are child free. Okay, well, again, Christian people, like the whole Christian beliefs doesn't match, the picture here, Dun 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 dun. Chances are this person is very fucked and I'm gonna avoid her. Dun 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 dun. KW. Kill willingly? I don't know. The point is, I've said it before, and I'll probably end up saying it again in 5 minutes. Just put a fucking normal picture of you. That's all. Like something very, very normal. I don't think I'm asking for much here, guys. Jesus. But then some people's profiles, holy cow. This person, hey, yo, all Your girl is thicker than a Snicker. Love large portions of healthy snacks. It's kind of a little contradictory there, no? Okay. My two feline kids. Okay, now it's now it's starting to make sense. Are the apples of my eyeballs. I love being outside near bodies of water. Uh, that cats didn't like to get wet. Okay. Discussions with substance. What? Small talk is elevator music to me. Watching Law and Order SVU is my. There's a picture of a red flag here. Okay. Is that good or bad or I don't know. All right. Dating with intention and man's with a career is my jam. Preference for those who are kind, attentive, smart, and confident. Then she's got the little circle there, you know, the no smoking circle there, cross there. And then another X, no Trump supporters. Okay, finally, we agree on something. If you can't cross the border, Canada flag minus American flag equals no date. Okay, so she's not a Trump supporter, but she still might be racist. Okay, and she's from the States. Okay, makes sense. The point is, trying to, I'm really losing faith in humanity. Just if you can make it more just like a little bit more clear, not that much, just a little, a little bit, that'd be cool. But good luck in the next 4 years. Oh shit. Another person's profile. Hopefully, optimists in search of a lasting connection. Okay, good. Love cooking, reading, daydreaming. Brackets not in that particular order. Fair enough. I tend to daydream about cooking, and then I don't know. I don't really need reading. I'm a packaged deal. I come with my dog, Charlie. You must, in bold caps, be a dog person. Well, you lost me. At the same time, can I just stop here for a second before I go on with the even funnier second paragraph? I get it, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people are very attached to their pets, as you can see by the crazy cat lady before. But the whole, I'm almost positive that some people will be alone for the rest of their lives with their pets. And I think they feel on some level their pet is just another human. They can't function with another human. So they feel worst case scenario, I'm going to control this animal and I'm going to take out all my shit on this animal and just, go for walks like I should be with a normal person. But again, that's just me. I mean, if you're a dog person, cool. I don't get it. But, it shouldn't. Again, I can't tell if this person's joking or not. I mean, she's probably not. That's a sad thing. But I mean, dogs are okay, I guess. But I mean, they're not they're not meant to replace human companionship. You still need that human interaction because you're human. So just putting that out there. Then she puts a disclaimer. Do not match with me if you have no intention to communicate. Excuse me. If you have references of the size of your dick in your profile, or if you're just looking to hook up. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I've talked to many women on here, and they say they do receive dick pics, and it's just random, and it's we gotta stop doing that, man. I mean, it is we're looking bad here, man. I mean, it's not a good little thing here to do. You know what I mean? Pardon the phrase, little. But again, just hi, how are you? How are things? What are you into? would you like to exchange numbers, talk for a little bit, certain things like that, and not that, bigger than a Snicker is the best thing to start off with, but, I don't know. And it's very sad and presumptuous that, you think you're going to send a picture of your dingling to your, the person you're talking to, and think it's just gonna, go well. It won't. It chances are it won't. I mean, unless she's a freak too. I mean, you never know. I mean, she could be a freak too. You don't know. I'm going to get to that in a bit. But the point is, just start off with a simple hello. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's your job? Hey, how about the tariffs? Trump's in Malaka. Hey, I like dogs. I like cats. I maybe I'll buy an iguana because I'm, I got something out to balance all the weed I have. The point is just normal conversation would be great. That's all. So let's keep it in your pants until you actually have to, whip the shit out. But I'm sure, if she's normal, maybe she won't be. I don't know. Who knows? Listen. There's shit that you guys got to figure out yourselves, okay? But just don't start off with it. That's all. So there's one person I talked to here. It seems all right, I'm looking at the pictures here, good-looking woman, everything seems to be all right, whatever, simple stuff, I like to laugh, love, all this shit, whatever, looking for something serious, no worries, I completely understand that. Who isn't looking for something serious? But who's going to get it? Probably nobody. But, you keep on going, see what happens, and, but then I noticed with these pictures, I mean, I don't know. It's either, they get a lot more, maybe she gets more sun in her building, a lot, one picture she's really white, the other one she's really tan, then it looks like, speaking of Donald Trump, I mean, it's kind of like an orange glow kind of thing here. I don't know what's going on. So you can clearly tell, she uses a filter. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I've said this about filters. Listen, I grew up in 90s Playboy. I believe me, I know what a filter is. You know what I mean? But I just didn't think years later, I'm not gonna say every woman, but a lot of women are just using filters, and you can tell. I mean, it's, eventually I'm gonna have to see you in real life, right? I mean, this is not what you look like, and I mean, you're not posing for, glamour here. Just show me what you really look like. It's cool. No worries. But, she was a little bit bigger. That's all right. No worries there. But the whole filter thing was just crazy, but again, the filter kind of, I don't know, it was almost like a hip hugger, for the fat as well, right? So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, I'm just telling her, what's going on? Why are you using all this? And, and I'm trying to tell her, she doesn't need this and whatever. And listen, I get it. A lot of women don't want to hear this, but, you got to be told this. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, eventually you're going to have to meet the person. I get it. We're all insecure. We want to make ourselves look better than we really are. But, online dating, man, I'm telling you, I mean, there's, not only, I mean, there's more, it's not just scamming people out of money. It's scamming people out of what you really look like. And that's not fair, man. It's not. I mean, listen, I'm an ugly motherfucker. Okay. I'm not a good looking dude at all. Okay. I've said this before. I am like if Jack Black, Vince Vaughn, and Kevin James and Curly from the Three Stooges had a kid. Okay. Now a lot of chicks are into that. God bless you. My God. You've made my 20s, 30s, and some of my 40s, real joy. But at the same time, these pictures are not filtered. This is what I look like. I mean, there's times I look like a white bowling ball. But it is what it is. But I just wish they wouldn't use filters. That's all. I mean, a lot of women don't even have to use filters. I don't know. They look fine the way they are. So I don't know why they do it. Maybe someone told them they're ugly and I don't know. They had a couple bad stepfathers or whatever. But, you know, I mean, you don't need it. So and she's like, like, what's your problem? Why are you doing this? Da 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 da. She's saying stuff at me. I start swearing at her, whatever. And here's the weird thing. Like at one point, she says, and I quote, she says, you swearing though is kind of hot. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. And just as a joke, just for, whatever. I go, you fucking serious? And she goes, okay, texting it and saying it is different. LOL. But I'm like, why is swearing hot? I don't understand, and she's like, I don't know, it's hot. And keep in mind, she keeps saying UNNO, like she keeps forgetting the D. I don't know if she's doing that on purpose or I don't know, maybe it's the one button's broken, but it's just, and she's like, take the compliment. I'm like, all right, whatever, it's just, but is it really a compliment though? I mean, do you like being sweared at? I mean, like I'm thinking in my head, like you should stay away from women like this, right? Whatever. And I don't know, it's just, it's all very disturbing. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I just don't understand, I don't get it. And then, of course it goes, south from there and, she makes fun of me. I make fun of her and I'll make fun of me again. I made fun of her again. You're blocked. Okay, whatever, that fucking sucks. But the point is, my God, show 42, Jesus Christ. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, what we learned here. Stay away from scams, try to look for them, it doesn't matter. It could be, out of money, citizenship, or even looks, the whole purpose of online dating, let's just really be honest, it's because we're all fucking lazy and we don't feel like leaving our houses. And like I said, these Toronto winters can be fucking brutal, okay? No one's going to go anywhere. I mean, we can't even walk the fucking sidewalk sometimes. And, we just want to, see what's out there. But, if, as what out there is fucking fakes, then we're all screwed. Like even today, I got a phone call, voicemail from some weird area code I didn't recognize, and the voicemail, is like, oh, you have 2 hours to give us a call, or else you're going to lose all your money in your account. I'm like, what the fuck, Jesus? It's a fucking Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. You're going to try to scam people on the Lord's Day? My God. Is there no sanity anymore? Of course not. This is just ridiculous. Is there any hope in for online dating? But the point is, we just got to keep going. Why? Who the fuck knows? But let's just keep going. Watch out for scams and just be careful. But again, this has been I'm pretty sure like a scam-free episode here of Computer Love, Part 42.
Four wheels, sevens across three $15,000 jackpots. Do you have any idea what the odds are?
Shoot, it's got to be in the millions, maybe more.
3 fucking jackpots in 20 minutes? Why didn't you pull the machines? Why didn't you call me?
Well, it happened so quick. 3 guys won. I didn't have a chance to call.
You didn't see the scan? You didn't see what was going on?
Well, there's no way to determine that.
Yes, there is. An infallible way. They won.
Well, it's a casino. People got to win sometimes.
Hey, Ward, you're pissing me off. Now you're insulting my intelligence. What do you think, I'm a fucking idiot? You know goddamn well somebody had to get into those machines and set those fucking reels. The probability on one 4-wheel machine is 1.5 million to 1. On 3 machines in a row, it's in the billions. It cannot happen. Would not happen. Fucking Momo, what's the matter with you? Didn't you see you being set up on the second win? Wait, you didn't see that you were being set up on the second win?
I really think you're overreacting.
This is fucking joke. How do we go? I've been carrying your ass to this place ever since I got it. Get your ass and get your things and get out of here.
You firing me?
I'm firing you. No, I'm not firing. I'm firing you.
You might regret this, Mr. Rothstein.
I'll regret it even more if I keep you on.
This is not the way to treat people.
Listen, if you didn't know you're being scammed, you're too fucking dumb to keep this job. If you didn't know you were in on it, either way, you're out. Get out. Go on, let's go.